It is almost a year, but we still have no vaccine to treat coronavirus patients. Are you wondering when we can expect a vaccine for the coronavirus? Why is it taking so long to develop a vaccine for COVID-19? Have you wondered what steps are involved before declaring safety, efficiency, and approval of a vaccine? Well, all these questions are our topic for today's video. The COVID-19 coronavirus has knocked our world off its axis. We won't return to anything approaching normal, that is life without social distancing, quarantines, masks, school closures, and other control measures, until most of the world has been vaccinated against the virus. Everyone therefore has the same question on their mind: how fast will a vaccine be ready? To begin with, viruses mutate very quickly. Their genetic material is made up of RNA. As this genetic material exists on a single strand, unlike a double-stranded DNA, it easily gets cut off and remixed once broken. This enables viruses to mutate quickly, meaning that any cures or vaccines made for a specific RNA may quickly become obsolete. Vaccines generally take many years to reach the market, as they must go through 6 developmental steps, including a 3-phase clinical development stage. This means that by the time an effective vaccine has been developed and approved as safe to use, the emergency have been blown over. How vaccines work? Vaccines reduce the risk of diseases by preparing the immune system to recognize, fight, and destroy certain bacteria and viruses. While there are different types of vaccines, they work by introducing enough identifying information about a bacteria or virus to cause an immune response in the body without causing illness. In response to a vaccine, the body sends immune cells to fight the foreign invaders. The first time the body encounters a new virus or bacteria, it takes time to develop an appropriate immune response. But once the invader is eliminated, certain immune cells remain that will recognize and be prepared to protect the body from the invader in the future. To know more about the immune system, make sure to check out my video on what is immunity and how to boost it. Well, are you now wondering what steps are involved before declaring safety, efficiency, and approval of a vaccine? Vaccines are given to healthy people to prevent diseases. While a COVID-19 vaccine is very much needed, a rush to market without appropriate testing could put healthy people to risk. One area of risk is vaccine enhancement, meaning the disease is more harmful to vaccinated person. The clinical trial process is designed to test whether a new vaccine are both safe and efficient before making them available to the public. The process typically involves several phases and takes approximately 10 years. But governments and industries are taking efforts to speed up the process, and even intersperse animal testing throughout while maintaining safety and efficiency standards as follows. In phase 1, a small study is conducted in healthy people that evaluate the vaccine for safety and immune response at different doses. For COVID-19 trials, it is expected to take 3 months. Otherwise, it can typically take 1 to 2 years. Coming to phase 2, a randomized, double-blinded, placebo-controlled study of hundreds of people is conducted that further evaluates safety, determines the efficiency, and informs optimal dose and vaccine schedule. For COVID-19 trials, this is expected to take 8 months. It can typically take 2 to 3 years. And in phase 3, a randomized, double-blinded, placebo-controlled study of thousands of people is conducted. This evaluates safety and efficiency. For COVID-19 trials, this may be combined with phase 2. It can typically take 2 to 4 years. After phase 3, a regulatory review is held by the governmental bodies that approves new vaccines, reviews the trial data, and other information in licensing application. This typically takes 1 to 2 years, but in case of coronavirus, it might take only few months. And finally, coming to phase 4, a post-approval study is conducted that monitors efficiency in real-world conditions. Well, now let us discuss a bit about when we can expect a vaccine for COVID-19. The international communities are working together like never before to produce a coronavirus vaccine. If a vaccine is developed in the timeline predicted, then people will have a preventative options. Protection from virus will save lives and help society return to functioning as normal. Most experts think a vaccine is likely to become available by mid-2021, about 12 to 18 months after the new virus, known officially as SARS-CoV-2, first emerged. That would be a huge scientific feat, as there are no guarantees it will work. But scientists are optimistic that if trials are successful, then a small number of people, such as healthcare workers, may be vaccinated before the end of this year.